Good morning. This is Holly with Handcrafted Blessings, and I am coming to you from Lydia's Coffeehouse in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Um, this coffee house is actually located inside of a church, um, my new church, actually. Um, so, see, I'm multitasking because I'm always trying to get my iPad up and running so I can see your comments. Um, but yeah, so I am coming to you from Lydia's Coffee House in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. It's inside of Wooddale Church, and this is a new church I just recently found and decided to start going here. So I've been going to Bible study and all sorts of things, and it's even extra special that they have a coffee shop here. So that's where I'm at right now. Um, it was really quiet when I got here, and all of a sudden, like 5 minutes before my video, a whole bunch of people started coming in. So now it's really noisy. So we'll see how the show goes. So, hi, Mom. And I'm also trying an earlier time because I found that a lot of coffee shops seem to start getting busy around 11 because it's close to lunchtime. So I thought maybe if I tried 10 a.m., it might not be quite so busy. So we'll see how that goes. So I am drinking my caramel vanilla latte here today and just enjoying some crafting time. I've kind of spread out over two tables and I've just been making cards here for about an hour, I would say. I've been here. So let's see. Today we are going to look at some scrap cards. So you guys know I'm a big fan of using up my scraps. I hate throwing away paper. So I'm always trying to find ways to use my scraps. So if you have any trouble hearing me today, just say something. I can always talk a little bit louder. So good morning, Barbara. Hi, Debbie. Oh, thanks for sharing my video. I appreciate it. So yeah, just let me know if the volume becomes an issue. I can always talk louder because it's loud in here. So we're going to look at two different versions of ways to use up some of your paper. So the first is using a Thinlet. Let me get my workspace together here, and I need to put my camera down for you. I haven't actually made the first card. I just have an idea in my head, so we're going to see how this goes. Hi, Sarah. So let's just put this down here. All right. So we are going to take... So what I have here is, you might remember a previous Thinlet set called Quilted Christmas, which creates this gorgeous starburst card. But it's not just for Christmas. So what I have done is I have cut out two of these in two different colors, one in a speckled green and then one in a lighter green. Hi, Kathy. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on here. And the reason I want to show this to you is because I know that many of you might have this set, and you might be thinking, well, what do I do with it now that Christmas is over? And my thought is you keep making cards. So when I cut mine out, I put it on this double-sided adhesive so that it becomes a sticker. Because by golly, I think that's easier than having to use glue. So we're just going to stick this down here. There we go. All right. And because we have both a speckled green and kind of a ombre, where it's ombre means, well, I think it means, I'm going to guess that it means, goes from kind of darker to light, light to dark. So just kind of that color shifting paper. So I'm going to take the inside pieces from this color and put them inside of my speckled square. And what we're going to do is we're just going to stick them in here. Now you could do all of the same color, of course. But I am going to go with this look. And then, in case you don't have this Thinlet sheet, or this Thinlit set, I'm actually going to show you another way to make a really cute quilted type card or block card, scrap card. Oh yeah, there's probably lots of different terms for it. So we're just going to set that in there. And so we'll kind of do some, let me see, I'm just going to randomly stick my pieces in here. Maybe should have sorted these out before the video, so bear with me here. Oh, I know, Kathy, I love the adhesive sheets. Anytime you're using detailed, pieces, detailed cuts, I think the adhesive sheets are the way to go. They just make it so much easier not to have to worry about, glue or, well, let's just face it, I'm not a big fan of glue because I seem like I get it everywhere. It's kind of like, what do you call it? Glitter. Anytime you use glitter, it just gets everywhere. Well, that's true of me and glue, too. So, if you want to see glue everywhere, just craft with me. Doesn't seem to matter, like, how much or how little I use. It just goes everywhere. I don't know if any of you guys have that same kind of issue. Let's see here. Sometimes you got to kind of find where it fits. I was going through my craft room and was like, oh my gosh, I have all these scraps. I need to figure out how to use them. So this Thinlit just cuts out a 3x3 square. And then I put a 3 1/4 inch square, a 3 1/4 inch square behind it. So a couple more pieces. Oh, Debbie, you got interrupted by the mailman. Oh, how exciting! Your Stampin' Up! Order came. That's always a fun day. Let's see here. I love it when the mailman comes and brings an order of craft supplies. So let's see here. We got to find 2 more. You can see just using the alternating, paper here, we can create a really cute look with a quilt card. And this doesn't have to just be for quilters. I think anybody who likes cards would love one of these cards because it's just a cute pattern. So there we have, and I have the blue because I also had cut out, using the same kind of paper, I cut out the blue as well. So I'll be making those later. So I'm going to take some dimensionals here, which I'm actually almost out of, so I'm going to have to start a new sheet here. I'm going to take that. Hi, Karen. I know I kind of messed you guys up because I'm on an hour early today. But, I just got to try to play with the time. A number of you have mentioned that sound can be an issue for me with these videos, being in a coffee shop. And so I thought I would try a different time, see if it might help. So here we have our quilted card. And I am going to turn this into a birthday card because I need birthday cards. So I'm going to take this Picture Perfect birthday set. This is Picture Perfect Birthday, which happens to be my February kit, or class, I should say. So I've been doing a lot with this set. But it has some great birthday greetings. So I'm going to use this Happiest of Birthdays to You. I'm going to turn this around because stamping upside down is probably not going to happen. And then I'm just going to use some black. I'm going to try black. Maybe my next variety, I might try to use the actual green ink. It might look good that way. So let's see here. And we're just going to stamp this right down here. Now there's lots of ways you could do this. You could add some sort of shape to this. So I actually keep a bag of shapes that I've cut out. So for instance, I have like stitched ovals or squares or, you know, little strips that came off of cards. These also make for great little, you know, tags that you can stamp on. But for this one, I'm going to stamp directly on the card, on the back. And then, because I'm doing a tone on tone, so this is green on green square, I decided to do a green on green card base as well. We're going to pop this one up as well. Oh my goodness, Kathy, it's 27 degrees in Oregon? How funny. I always would have thought that Oregon would be warm this time of year. I don't know why, but I guess that's just what sticks out in my head. Yes, getting you ready for Minnesota weather. That's right, you'll be here in a few weeks, won't you? I'm looking forward to meeting you. Alright, so let's put it this way. And by using the dimensionals, it adds, you know, pops it up a little bit. So even though we are tone on tone, you get that, you know, the dimensioned look. Dimensioned, is that even a word? So, I think I like the words in black though. I think the green might not show up well enough. So here we have a really cute and simple birthday card. Now again, I know some of you may not have these framelits, so two options for you. One, I sell these as kits. I can't sell you the stamped images. You know, I can't send stamped images in the mail, but I do sell card kits that already have this quilt block in it, in a whole variety of colors. So just let me know if that's something you're interested in. Or there's another way that we can make a very similar scrap looking card. So what I'm going to do is set this aside and pull some different colors in here. Alright, so what I've done is I have cut out some 1-inch squares. I took a variety of the designer series paper. This is all from the Picture Perfect birthday set. I had some extra, so I thought I would use it. I'm going to start with my peach set here. So now these, when I cut out the 1-inch squares, I also put them on the adhesive sheets, so they are stickers for me. So let's see, we're just going to kind of play around here and see which way I like my pieces. You keep my stripes all going the same way. Alright, I think this is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to peel these backings off here. And using these 1-inch squares, my piece of peach is 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. I'm sorry, 3¼ inches. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. So it's 3¼ inches by 3¼ inches. So let's see here. I like to do the corners first because that really helps tell me where the middle pieces should go. So we're just going to lay, now you could use all the same paper. You don't have to alternate designs like I'm doing. Let's see here. I think I might be missing. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And then I'll start filling in the middle. Now I'm actually only going to do 8 of these little squares, and I'll show you why here in a moment. But we're just going to alternate some of these. And again, this is great for your scraps because all you need is a 1-inch strip of paper and you can cut out these 1-inch squares. Now I was cutting them out on my paper trimmer, which can be a little bit tedious, but I think another good way would be if you had a punch that cut out 1-inch squares. That would also be a super quick and easy way to do it. So a couple of my squares are a little bit uneven. Alright, we're going to put this last one here. Alright, so I have my patterned square. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take again, a birthday stamp. And this one is coming from a set called Tabs for Everything. And it's designed to go with a planner. But they have happy birthday stamps in here that are really tiny, which sometimes you just need. So let's see, I see birthday. I have to turn this card around so I can... So what I like to do is put my stamp down on the paper. And let's see if I can find happy. Oh, there it is. I put it down on there because that way I can see, when I'm using multiple stamps at the same time, I can see where I want to place it. So I set my stamps down. And then I am going to, I gotta use the same block I used earlier. And I'm just gonna pick them up with the block. So now they're on my block. And again, I'm gonna use the black ink. So I've got my tiny little words here. And we're gonna put happy birthday. So we've got happy birthday now in the corner of our block. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some layering. So on this one, I'm actually just going to use some regular tape. And I've got another square, and I just kind of picked some coordinating colors for what's in the designer paper. So now we have another block. I'm not entirely sure about using the peach and the lime, but I thought, well, I'm going to try it because there's, peach and lime in the designer series paper. So it seems like you ought to be able to try it, right? Now this one we're going to use dimensionals on. And we're just going to pop this up here. And we'll see what we got here. So real, simple, cute card. Let's see, let's try not to do this upside down. And here we have another birthday card. So again, a scrappy design look, similar to the very first one that we made. But this one is just using scraps that you might have laying around. So another way to do it, let's see, I made one of these earlier, but I didn't quite have time to finish it. So this one I made, so let me stamp my words really quick. I like to try to have samples for you so that I can show you alternate ways to make the same exact card. So this one, I'm going to try the same stamping. And I need some dimensionals. And we'll just pop this one up here. Hi, Reba. Alright, so for this one, we're going to put that right there in the middle. So very similar design, with the, oh, wrong one. Similar design, of course, with that block. But this time down at the bottom, I put the oval with the happy birthday. So a different way to put the greeting. And this one I could have put, I could put another block here. I could just leave it empty, as a design one, design feature. So a way of doing it, you could put flowers, embellishment, any sort of embellishment really could go in that empty square. So just another way to use yours. I think, this one, we could also add like a bow down here at the bottom, or, maybe a birthday cake or something like that. So, your options are really endless with this set. And what I did, and I'll finish these a little bit later, but just to show you, there's, different color combinations you could use here. So with these squares, I'm going to go with the Bermuda Bay and the peach, because I think this is a very striking combination here. Let's see, this next one that I have laying out, similar to the one that I made. It's still the lemon lime twist and the berry burst, but I've alternated it. So my base is lemon lime, and then using these two different confetti papers. But like I mentioned, you don't have to do different papers. So I also have one that I'm going to make where all of the squares are the same, and they're just going to be, spread around on the block as well. So lots of ways that we can get this done. Um, Hi, Dana. Yeah, thank you. I love all of these colors. Hi, Lori. Um, I am a huge fan of this paper set. So I've been making lots of cards with it. Um, and on February 22nd, I'll also be making more of the picture perfect birthday cards. So join me for that as well. So again, if you're looking for this type of a set and you'd like to get some card kits, I do have these available. So just message me and I can send those to you so you can make these cards as well. So that, I think, is it for today's Coffee and a Card. I think I'm going to sit here a while longer and enjoy my coffee and finish making some of these cards that I put together. So I don't know what you guys are doing today, but I hope you're having a good day, a good morning so far. Enjoy your coffee or tea or whatever you drink in the morning. And we'll see you again next Tuesday for another Coffee and a Card. And until then, be sure to encourage each other and build each other up. Have a great day. Bye.